We are live. All right. Greetings, everyone, my brothers and sisters in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. I bring you greetings. So I welcome you to this show, our weekly show, Nigerian Constitution, Know Your Right, Nigerian Constitution, Your Right. And to this week's topic is going to be what is Nigerian Penal Code? What is Nigerian Penal Code? That is going to be our focus for today's edition. This is going to be episode 4 of Nigerian Constitution, Know Your Right. And today I bring you a guest. I bring a guest to today's show, and I will try to invite him right about now. All right. I think my brother is here. Prince Ewumade Concons, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Good evening, our viewers all over the world. My name is Prince Ewumade Concon. I am joining the program from the Glasgow, United Kingdom. And thank you, my brother Edmond, for having me here in this program today.
Prince, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. But
okay, can you hear me now?
Low. I hope our audience can hear me loud and clear.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you, but it seems you're far away, and it seems I'm far away, and I'm right here in the studio. I don't know. So
can you hear me now?
From somewhere from my end. So
can you hear me?
If the audience can hear me loud and clear, and if you can hear me loud and clear, then I
can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me as well?
I can hear you as well, just a little bit low volume.
Okay.
And today's topic is Nigerian Penal Code, or what is Nigerian Penal Code? What is Nigerian Penal Code? So, when someone asks you what is Nigerian Penal Code, you wonder, is there anything to compare it with? Yes, there is Nigerian Penal Code and there's Nigerian Criminal Code. Both are they're similar, but they are different at the same time. So, historically or even currently, the Penal Code is used in the Nigerian Penal Code is used in the northern Nigeria up to this day, while the Nigerian Criminal Code is used in southern Nigeria up to this day. So I'm going to give a little bit of history or a little bit of background on why this difference. For those who are just watching for the first time or who are just listening or hearing about Penal Code for the first time or Nigeria for the first time. Nigeria is a country in West Africa, and Nigeria was colonized by the British. So the Penal Code system was given to Nigeria by the British colonizers even before our independence. So Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914. So 2 years after amalgamation in 1916, they gave us what is known as the Criminal Code. And this Criminal Code was applied across the whole Nigeria, both the north and the south. There's differences in Nigeria, culture, the way we do things, the way we behave, our religion. There's so much differences in Nigeria, even though there's similarities that bring us together as Nigerians, but there's this subtle differences. And this is also seen in what we consider crime or what we don't consider crime. So, or the Islamic religious view as crime, and what is the English criminal code see as crime. So that this begin to cause so much trouble, and then that when the criminal code was enacted in 1916, 2 years after the amalgamation. So over the years, there's different cases that was done in Nigeria, in the northern region, and that kind of prove a problem. For that reason, they have to create what they call a penal code in 1959. And
1960
remained operational to today. Yeah, 1959 was when penal code was created. That's 1 year before the independence, because Nigeria got her independence in 1960. So let me define what penal code and criminal code is about, and I'll ask our guest the first question for the day. So before I get to that, let me just ask, I guess, Prince.
Yeah.
I've given a little bit of background, a little bit of history of why we have two kind of code working in Nigeria: the penal code and the criminal code. So, what do you think about these two codes or this two laws? What do you think about it? Let's get your general opinion on it.
Well, thank you again for the opportunity to join you in this program today. Well, the two codes work. Both of them they work hand in hand. And the reason I said that is that the penal code, which is applied to the northern Nigerian because of the Sharia laws and all that, and we have the criminal code, which applied towards the southern part of Nigeria. The both code work the same, but it's just applied differently. For example, the Nigerian criminal code is the apex codified law in Nigeria for criminal investigation, trial, punishment of criminals. It is derived from the Nigerian Criminal Code, Nigerian Criminal Code Act of 1916. Okay, Nigeria Penal Code Act of 1960 and other criminal laws enacted by Nigerian Parliament from time to time. So the both code work in conjunction with each other, but applies differently because of the Sharia law in the northern part of Nigeria. Whereby in the southern part of Nigeria, where the criminal code applied fully is applied differently. So I will stop there for now and over to you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. You guys have heard what Prince gave his general view of both the penal code and the criminal code. So this is essentially the gist of the matter. They are similar laws, just apply in different regions of the country called Nigeria, or our country, our beloved country, because we are Nigerians. Yeah, Prince is a Nigerian, I'm a Nigerian. We are both proud Nigerians. Hence, why we are here to speak to our fellow Nigerians, our brothers and sisters, about these two laws or these two code systems that operate in our country. And why we are talking about it is so that to help you understand this criminal code or this penal code, so that you can abstain from it. Try not to commit crime that is based on this criminal code. Because according to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Bill of Rights contained in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that you will be tried. If you commit any crime that is written within this code, you will be convicted, and you'll be tried and be convicted. So on the flip side, what the Constitution says, no person shall be convicted of any criminal offense unless that offense is defined and the penalty, therefore, is prescribed in a written law. And that is why these codes were written. Because that means if they don't have this penal code, or if we don't have the criminal code, then essentially, based on the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, nobody can be tried of any crime. So that's why the criminal code was written in 1916 and the penal code was written in 1959. And most of our laws, sadly, are given to us. They are not originally crafted just by us and for us. Just like the criminal code that was given to us in 1916 is still operational till now, and it was modeled after Queensland in Australia. So that our criminal code, which we use in Nigeria today, is modeled after Queensland and in Australia, while the penal code, which has some Islamic element to it, is modeled after the Sudanese code, because obviously Sudan is a more Muslim community, a Muslim nation. So hence they modeled the penal code that operates in northern Nigeria after the Sudanese code. So that is what I want you to know. And so that, let me read off what are contained, or what the generality of what the criminal code and the penal code is about. So this law were most, if not all, criminal laws are written. It contains provision for actions that constitute a crime and what the penalties are committed are when you commit those crimes. It contains crimes like murder, rape, armed robbery, fraud, witchcraft. Witchcraft is a crime in Nigeria. In case you don't know that, witchcraft is actually a crime, and much more. So these are the kind of laws you see in our criminal code and penal code. So please, I advise you, my brothers and sisters Nigerians who are trying to practice witchcraft, to abstain from witchcraft. Is a crime in Nigeria. And if you're an armed robber, please find a more legitimate means to earn a living. If you're a rapist or have thinking about killing someone, committing murder, abstain from that, because that is a crime in Nigeria and you will be tried and be persecuted. So talking about rape and murder, which are crimes in Nigeria, I want to talk about an app that our coalition, GCSDN, that's the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, have produced or created an app called Rescue Me Now app, which will help us to abate crime in our country, Nigeria. So without talking too much, I'll play a little bit of video on how this app works, and when we come back, I'll give the floor to my brother Prince to just talk more about this app, because we are talking about criminal code, crime. So talk about our app that help fight crime. Taking a little break right now. The break, hang on. Hang on. Yes. Welcome back, my brothers and sisters all over the world, and those specifically in our beloved country, Nigeria. Welcome back. I hope you watched that little video of our app called Rescue Me Now app. I will pass on to my brother Prince to talk more about this app and how it's going to help us fight crime in Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you so much again, my brother, our viewers all over the world. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to all members of Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria all over the world. This is a wonderful innovation that was thought through, and we've been able to present the app as a gift to Nigerians back home. We have criticized the government of the day for a long time now. We've been on the side of criticism towards the government because of their inability to curb the security crisis that was ravaging Nigeria. Kidnapping was on top of the list 2019, 2020, and 2021. Kidnapping, armed robbery and rape of young girls in school, in churches, and all that. So with this app, Nigerians can at least have that sense of belonging, that whenever you press the button, the SOS button for armed robbery, for rape or kidnapping, the security agency will be at your disposal. So I also want to use this opportunity to request of all Nigerians, especially those in Nigeria, to subscribe to this app, download it, subscribe, and stored up to 10 emergency contact of yours inside the telephone, inside the app, I'm sorry. The app comes with the 36 states of the Federation, including Abuja, the contact number to the control rooms, the Department of State Services, the JTL, all their contacts is in the app already. We've done that for you. This is a gift to Nigeria. It is something that I strongly, in my spirit, encourage every Nigerian to download the app, subscribe to it, because we are going to follow up with the effectiveness of this app, the response time from the security service. We actually have a technical committee set up on this to monitor the effectiveness of this app. I am one of those technical committee members, and we had our first meeting today. So we are going to work tirelessly to make sure that every message from that app is being responded to by the security agency. And failure for them not to do their job, we are going to publish the list of every calls, every SMS that went out from every registered user of that app. We are going to be publishing them every 3 months. So Nigerians, you can see for yourself. So we are going to make sure the app is working, because we must fight insecurity in Nigeria at whatever cost, because we are tired of hearing complaints from our beloved ones in Nigeria, especially armed robbery, kidnapping. People can no longer travel between Lagos to Abuja. Just look at what happened today, or I think that was yesterday, the train incident. The attack by some, I call them terrorists, not bandits, because they are terrorists. They attack the train, they kill innocent Nigerians traveling between Abuja and Kaduna Rail. So these are some of these, circumstances that this app is made for. Immediately you notice anything, you press, if it's rape, if it's kidnapping, if it's armed robbery, all you need to do, just hit the button and send a message. The message will go straight to your 10 contact and also to the security agency in that state or in that area. So I encourage everyone to download the app and subscribe. It is for you. It is a gift to Nigerians. We just did our bit by coming up with the innovation. We gave it to Nigerians as a gift. So you should all go and download and subscribe and leave the rest tax to GCSDN to handle. I thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother Prince, for that wonderful description of how the app works and how to go about purchasing the app and how to download and subscribe, and as the promising the people, we're going to, as the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, is going to keep working to improve this app to make sure it serves our brothers and sisters in Nigeria in all 36 states, including the Federal Capital Territory, very well, to curb and reduce crime such as rape, robbery, kidnap.
And
so
also,
with that being said,
and also just to add a little bit to what I've just said so far, we are working on, we should have a flyer, an online flyer and physical flyer that's going to be circulated in the next, maybe within the next few days, step by step, detailing on how the questions and answer on how to use the app. Should the case of any, if you have any problem, like a pamphlet that we are going to release in the next couple of days that will detail all you need to know about the app, what are your concerns, whatever your concerns may be. So you have all those information, first-hand information available to you online through our Twitter handle. We're coming up with a Twitter handle for the app and also Instagram. So that should be on within the next 24 to 48 hours. So more of this information will be able to, you can be able to download it from the Twitter handle and the Instagram handle as well. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that information. We're going to take another quick break before we return back to our topic. What is Nigeria Penal Code?
This is a community called Lara community in Moro local government area of Kwara State, Nigeria. This is their source of water supply. They drink from the pond like drinking from the gutter. They drink from the same pond with goats, with cattle, and with dogs. They take the water home to take their bath, to cook, and to drink. Sometimes they put alum before they could drink. Is this permissible in the 21st century? These people need our help. Please, the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria is calling on you to join us to drill a water borehole for these people. Let us do this. It is possible. This must not be allowed to continue. No. No. No.
Welcome back, my people. That video you just watched is about a project that Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria is trying to embark for the year. We've been raising funds for that because we want to execute that project as soon as possible so that our brothers and sisters in Arodo community of Moro, local government area of Kwara State, can have potable drinking water to drink. Yes, it's supposed to be a government program, but the government have failed us terribly. Here's why coalitions like ours or organizations such as ours have to do humanitarian work to alleviate the sufferings and pain of our people. So if you want to support this project, please can send your support to the account details on the screen to one of the coordinators in Lagos State who is in charge of that project. So please send your donation. No amount is little. Every little amount you send go a long way. I will greatly appreciate it. So speaking about a government project and government not doing their work, that is why we want Nigerians to take seriously election, because election is what is the only tool we have available to put the right leaders in office. That's the only tool we have available to put the right leaders in office. So that's why you have to participate actively in the electioneering. If you don't participate actively in the electioneering, we're going to have like terrible outcomes, the outcomes that keep us in the mess we are right now. And we don't want to continue in that mess, because when we continue in this mess, that makes crime to increase, and we'll be suffering the pain and that we are suffering now. Look at the situation that my brother Prince described on the attack on the train going from Kaduna to Abuja. This is not supposed to be happening if we have the right leaders to secure the country. Because if you don't participate actively in the electioneering, then the wrong people take the arms of affairs of our country, and we are not going to be happy with the outcomes. Are you happy with the outcomes now? Definitely not. And if you don't participate in the election, watch this short video. What is going to happen during election time?
Zo ka dangwala. Ya kudi ma ba shi babu da zai dangwali. Kadan. Sa'a nan. Nan. Anan zaka sa. Ka bata mana ne kada Allah ka.
You need to get your PVC and participate in the election actively, and that is why we put up this little jingle to motivate people. Share this jingle widely so that people can know the need for PVC and need to participate actively in election.
Register to vote and collect your PVC now. Affliction shall not rise a second time.
That is why we members of Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, GCSDN, is calling on all Nigerians, irrespective of tribe, religion, and political affiliation, to embrace our new formula known as 23 unto 23 which means you must encourage 23 persons to register for their voters card. Then the 23 persons should get another 23 persons to register too for their PVC. If 23 is multiplied by 23, we shall arrive at 529 voters card. If 189,035 of us do this, we shall have 100 million voters ready gidigba for the 2023 elections. By December 2023, GCSDN shall organize a global online election where we shall all choose the presidential candidate to support in the 2023 elections. We must elect a patriotic and visionary servant, a servant that will put our country and our citizens' rights above his or her personal interests. Oya, let the journey begin.
This message is powered by Prince Ewemade Concourse, PROGCSDN.
Welcome, my brothers and sisters, back to the show. And this is the show called Nigerian Constitution, Your Right. Nigerian Constitution, Know Your Right. Constitution Tuesday. And the topic today is, what is Nigerian Penal Code? I have described that earlier in the show, and my brother Prince added his comment into that matter. The Penal Code is similar to the Criminal Code of Nigeria, just they were written different times for different regions of the country, and they are both currently active. They are both currently serving Nigerians, and we advise you to abstain from pursuing any kind of criminal acts, which are like robbery, murder, rape, kidnapping. Avoid such, because those are criminal acts within our constitution and within our penal code system for the northern Nigeria that was enacted in 1959, or the criminal code that was enacted for the southern Nigeria. It was enacted originally for the whole Nigeria in 1916, but eventually when the penal code was created in 1959, then the criminal code became just for the southern Nigeria. And both code, or both laws, because they are laws, and they gained their powers within the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria Bill of Rights. And so I want to mention other important laws or statutes that contain our criminal codes or criminal statutes that you should know, include the Criminal Procedural Act that serve in the southern Nigeria, and Criminal Procedural Code that serve the northern Nigeria. So both are criminal procedure. One is Criminal Procedural Act, and one is Criminal Procedural Code. The code serve the northern Nigeria, the act serve the southern Nigeria, and both of them are contained in our current constitution. That is the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. Both code are contained in there, so be aware of it, so that you know that any crime you commit, even witchcraft, is a crime, and you will be persecuted by law. And other acts include the administration of the Criminal Justice Act of 2015. So this is even more recent. 2015 is just 7 years ago. So this was enacted or signed into law in 2015. That's the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. And we'll have other statutes and acts by the National Assembly and other international treaties, because Nigeria is a sovereign country, it's a federal republic, and we sign treaties with different international community, with different countries. And if there's criminal portion of those treaties and acts, then we as Nigerians are also bound by those treaties. So know those treaties and cases, case laws. Case law, like I told you earlier in the history, that because of the different cases that we have in the northern Nigeria, that is not incongruent with the criminal code of 1916. And so they have several case law, like the case law between Guba versus Gwandu in 1947, or the one between Kano Native Authority versus Fagoli. So this case law creates a template for the laws that we observe in the country. So because of this case law that happened, that is what led to the creation of the Penal Code in 1959. So you should be aware of this and aware of this importance of this, so that you know that Nigeria is a country governed by laws. And every country governed by laws require its citizens to obey those laws. Now, this today's session is a little bit different. Other session, this is the fourth episode. Episode 1, 2, 3 talked more about the laws that we suppose that the government agency or the police force supposed to obey, but they're not obeying. But now today's episode is talking about the laws that you as a Nigerian, you as a citizen, supposed to be aware of and obey, so that all these agencies should not hold you liable and persecute you. So I hope you paid attention to all I've said and obey the law of the land. I have a very important video that is dear to my heart that I say I will share every Tuesday until it is attended to. So please bear with me as we take another short break. This is going to be our last break before the end of the show because we'll come to the end.
See the bridge. We collapse here. Bike they follow here pass. Then motor they follow this other side pass. Then see the hill. See the hill up. This one to the hill up, no get problem at all. Nothing can just come down.
All right, this is our last break before the end of the show because we are actually out of time. That video you saw was sharing the bridge in a community, the bridge that lead to my community of Obofia Ward in Aguleshku Village, Aguleshku Town in Agwata Local Government, Anambra State. And we want you to help us share this video until it gets to the office of the new governor, Professor Charles Chukuma Soludo, so that they can come to the rescue of the inhabitants of that region and build a hanging bridge, very befitting for that community because they have suffered a lot over the years. A proposal has been sent twice to the Willie Obiano administration and that was rejected twice. Hopefully, this government will be more humane and more compassionate and help build a hanging bridge for the Obofia community in Aguleshku Town of Agwata Local Government, Anambra State. And thank you for being part of the show. If you want to reach us, you can always send us an email at gcsdn1914@gmail.com. Our website, you can visit our website at gcsdn.org to see what we're all about and the things that we've been doing and we plan to do. That would be greatly appreciated. And keep liking our videos, sharing our video, subscribe to the channel, GCSDN channel, and every other channel where, because this is being streamed on multiple channels, even including my personal YouTube channel. So subscribe to all platforms and follow us on all platforms. And we'll greatly appreciate that because this is what we're doing for our beloved country, Nigeria. So be part of it and always participate in the show, ask questions, comment, let's have a positive interaction every time we gather here on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. It's a 30-minute show every Tuesday. I'll be here. You will see my face on the screen. And whoever I invite, like my brother Prince, I'll invite him in the future. So you will see Prince's face also on this channel in the future. So my brother Prince, any closing remark?
Yes,
talk to our brothers about the penal code or whatever you have in your heart to tell our brothers and sisters in Nigeria.
Yes, thank you so much, my brother, for this wonderful job you are doing on behalf of GCSDN. I am very happy that you are doing this program, especially to encourage people so they can learn about their rights. Or if you don't know your right, your right could be violated at any time, any day. So if you know your right, you know how to fight and defend your right. You can also fight and defend the right of others. So I want to use this opportunity to tell my fellow Nigerians, know your rights. You need to learn more about your rights, what you are entitled to by your right, by the Constitution. But the more you learn about these things, the more you become more aware of what is going on in your environment. Because most of the things that is going on in Nigeria, because Nigerians refuse to learn or to know about their right, that's why the leaders or the rulers or the public servant, they are taking you guys for granted. So know your right. I thank you and remain blessed.
Thank you. Thank you once again, my brother Prince, for coming on to this show and blessing our audience with wonderful nuggets on how to understand their rights, because this show is about knowing your rights, about the Nigerian Constitution and all the statutes, codes, acts therein or that emanate from it. So, my brothers and sisters, know the criminal code, the penal code, and try to avoid involving yourself in crime so that together we'll join hands to build a great country of our dreams in Nigeria. Thank you for listening. Share this video widely, like, subscribe to the various platforms where you're listening to it from, and we'll greatly appreciate it. Thank you and have a good one.